Hi, I'm Construction Gamer and this is Celtic City on City Skylines. This is going to be episode number 65 in the series, and in this episode we're going to be using some of the new assets from the Sunset Harbour DLC that dropped last week. So apologies for the late episode. I've been trying to get Celtic City up and running. All the mods seem to be working now, and did take a bit of playing around with different things to get it to finally work, but it is all up and running now and seems to be running just fine, so we can start finally using some of the new DLC items. I have started a brand new city which is completely vanilla, which is being called Metropolis, creatively named as always, but I'm thinking possibly I might alternate episodes each week, so there'll be an episode of Celtic City and an episode of Metropolis each week, but we'll see how we get on. I know there's a few people who are really enjoying the Celtic City series, so I don't want to end it just yet, and we've still got plenty of space on which to build and plenty of things to be getting on with, especially with the new DLC. So since the last episode I haven't really done much because the Celtic City hasn't been loaded, but I finished off the country manor. I didn't really do too much, I just put a few trees in a field. I think that's it. And I did these formal borders as well. My computer really doesn't like them when I zoom into this because there are tons and hundreds of individual props, but I've done this like colour coordinated formal border here, which I quite like, and just a bit more tree planting. And what I did do before the DLC dropped was build some roads over to here in anticipation of the new DLC, because I thought this area would be quite good for some sort of fishing town opposed to fishing village. Where's that? Don't know why it hasn't got a name. We'll have to start all over again. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Copper Heights. Don't know what that. Yeah, I'll rename that at some point. But what I'm just thinking before I get on with anything, I think I will use Celtic City housing medium, low commerce, low office, medium commercial, and European suburbia decorated. Yeah, so as opposed to a fishing village, this is going to be like a bit of a fishing town. What I was thinking, to give it a bit of a narrative, is this is like where all the heavy fishing industry kind of grew, and the whole town. I think I'll use some medium density zoning around here just because it will be almost like a separate town on its own. With the new industries, well, with the new Sunset Harbour DLC, if you haven't played it already, you've got a new industry which is fishing. I haven't got all things unlocked, so we are going to have to unlock them as we go, but we're just going to start, I think, with the fishing, the basic fishing one, which is that. Nice and simple. So this is, what's this? Best looking over here. There's different fishes, and the fishing harbour sends out this catches all to function, and then you've got different ones here: anchovies, salmon, shellfish, and tuna. And I think there's all sorts of different. So if you look up here, I haven't really explored this very much yet. So we've got, in the orange we've got anchovies, in the kind of dark purple, light purple we've got shellfish, and we do not have any salmon on this map, apparently. I'm not sure how you'd get salmon. Let's have a look up one of the rivers maybe. Aha, salmon in salmon pink. Right. So salmon like shallower waters, so you can see the river here, all of this area. This would probably be a better area for the fishing industry actually, but and then tuna, I don't know what tuna, I'm assuming tuna is kind of deep water, but I'm not too not too fussed anyway. We've got a shellfish here, it's going to be seawater, isn't it? So we'll just chuck in this anyway, and we'll show you how it works. First things first is we want a key. I think we will go with something a bit older looking, and we're going to need and a key on for this. No, not that one. We don't want to plop any water down, so we'll get a key across there and just drag this right out. Should have done this before, I guess. Probably would have been the best bet, so let's get rid of that. Start with an older looking key. And I think it's with the free update. I'm not entirely. Yeah, I think it is with the free update that people can walk along the keys now or something, or you can draw paths along the top of the keys. So yeah, the keys. Which one am I using? I know I've got a couple by Vanya, but there's other ones as well. It doesn't say who it's by, does it? Yeah, so all the keys I've got are by Vanya. I think she has updated those so they work with the new kind of pedestrian system. But I'm not entirely sure how it works yet, so I need to investigate that a little bit further. But what we're doing is building that. Is that? I wonder if that's just a fishing industry road. Looks a bit wet. Right, so what we need to do is this whole area is going to be zoned with different housing and commercial and some of the new fishing industries buildings, which I will get on to in a minute. Just want to get all this area covered in water, well, with water connections rather. Make sure it's all hooked up properly before we start anything. I've got all the roads that I need to bring people in. I hope I've got all the roads that I need to deal with the amount of traffic, and I've also got a rail connection which is going to be connected up as well. So we've got that, and then we'll have, actually I think we'll go for, no, not a rural. What have we got? We'll go for a cobbled street along the front, shall we? No, we don't want it above ground. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why I'd want a cobble one, but I just think it works within the setting. What was that? Is that what's that? I think that's the new network skins mod. Yeah, just I should investigate these things further before starting an episode really, but yeah, there are a lot of new little things. So I've got uninstalled the old network skins mod because I think that was broken, and installed the new network skins 2 mod, which is working and is better. And I just want to get this road at the right height. Right, so why are you saying you're not connected up? You are. Or maybe it's... Right, get rid of that. Why is it... place that down like that. Mustn't have liked... oh. God, I am being an idiot today for some reason. Yeah, that is because of it's not linked up to the new fishing route, which I was about to be my next step once I've stopped messing around with this road. I just want to get it looking half decent and all on the same level. Right, so all at the same height as that, please, and then get some water in. Down here, I think there are going to be a few more fishing industry buildings here. I think we're going to have the anchovies at least, because we've not the anchovies, whatever it is. Shellfish. We're going to have the shellfish anyway, and anchovies. We've got a bit of that as well. So we can have at least another 3. This is just a bog standard one, and we need to get this up and running so we can actually sell some fish. And so what we need to do is do a fishing route. I think we will go off. I want to go around this little rocky outcrop here, and because this is just a generic fishing route, it doesn't matter what sort of area it goes in, it just, I don't know, it must just catch anything. So he's all set up now, he just needs power, and we'll give that in a minute. Yeah, we'll get that up and running. I just want to get this road in. Yeah, this is going to be one of the connecting roads. This goes to the dock, obviously, and it also goes to the leisure district as well. So it's road guides turned off, please. And then just, I think, looking at this, it wants to be smoothed. No, it doesn't look too bad. I think we can do a little bit better. Maybe just do it by eye. No, come on, click the right thing. Let's just take a little bit of a look at that. It wants to look, yeah, still a bit steep. Get that in there. That looks a bit better. Yeah, it needs to. Yeah, this is going to be one of the main roads in and out of the fishing town, I suppose you'd call it. Have the land coming up. It's not going to go right down to the front because that's going to be like a separate, on its own separate road. I don't want all the traffic kind of being funneled down to the front. But what I do want to do is just put that in there. So we'll have a back street and then that, and then the main road running down the middle. So it is going to be a bit grid-like, a bit rigid, but just want to maximise the build space that we've got. Oh, nice, I can go straight in there like that. What does that look like? That's fine. And then this can carry on over here, and then I've got this, actually I'll just put that in there, and then we'll use one of the country roads, just for now, because I do plan to build on all of this flat area here at some stage, but I just want to get that connected up to this bit of a weird motorway junction that I built just in preparation for the new DLC. It's a bit weird looking, but because of the way the land kind of slopes away, it's the only way I can get it to work. So that's all connected up. He hasn't got power still. Underground cable, bosh. And then some of this land needs sorting out. How's the money situation? We are doing alright. It's not. Oh, oh. Press the right one. That's it. Yeah, we're not stressing about money at the minute, but it's still not. I would like it up in the double millions rather than 900. Just because I just like that flexibility to be able to build whatever I want without having to worry about money. And then turn that back on and get that into there. So actually this rail route that I've built needs to be adjusted slightly. And just have it crossing, a flat crossing, not having a junction, although saying that, it's gone. Apparently we do have new rails as well with the Well, actually, it's hard to tell because I do have custom mods, but apparently the rails aren't round anymore, they're flat, so they're a bit more realistic with the new update. I think the part of the free update. And then we're going to use what's that? Oh, we've got new icons as well. Simple train station. No, I can't use that because it is no, actually. No, I don't like the look of that. I was going to say because I used it on the rail depot, but I think we'll use the standard terminus station that I use anyway for that. Looks a bit nicer. And then this just needs hooking up nice and simply. And then we've got our public transport sorted, hopefully. Well, we'll have to bring some sort of bus along, but yeah, just train. Pause that a minute. I do have a service already which comes into this terminus station here, but I'm going to divert it into there instead and have it stop there. So this is just a new route I put in which calls at this new kind of mega hub that I've built. What's going on here with this? Yeah, I wonder if that's still operational. Doesn't appear to be anymore. Or is it? Yeah, because I'm using the Metro Overhaul mod, I'm not entirely sure if my metros are still working. This should still be. This is still working. Let's go on to the public transport overlay. Now my lines are still in there, but I can't. Oh, there's a train on its way. Actually, we'll just keep an eye on this train that's inbound and just check that it all works. Yeah, that goes down a little bit quick. Could do with changing that, I think. So it's coming in here and disappears. I assume people are getting on and off it because they're coming up and down here, but I just think there's an issue with this train station that I'm using and the new metro element, but it's still working anyway. So yeah, what I was saying is this is a new like mega hub that I built, and this comes from Celtic City West Station out here, goes to this new like hub thing that I built, and then the zoo, and now it's finally coming into this fishing area that we're working on now. So we've got everything connected up as it should be, it just needs some power. And the fishing boats are making their journey around that island. And what we're doing here, 100% efficiency, should be earning us about 400. Let's take a look in the industry's budgetary panel. We've got the new fishing industry. It's still the first boat mustn't have arrived in yet, but according to this, it should earn you about £400. I saw somewhere that it earns £400 a week anyway. So total profit of 320 simoleons, or whatever you called it. So yeah, enough of that. Let's get building. I'm going to continue with this cobbled street, I think, and then just have that come in over. What are you? Oh yeah, I haven't got oh, I thought I'd turn that back on. Advanced vehicle options seems to be turned off at the minute, which is a bit annoying. Just means you end up with these silly hot dog vans coming in and the vanilla garbage trucks and things like that, but not to worry, I will get that fixed. And there are still, oh there we go, there's a new fishing truck, that doesn't look too bad. It's actually not a, it's actually a pretty good model, I think. I think they've definitely upped the level of detail on their models. Yeah, so he's already exporting some fish. That's like that. Now, what do I actually want over here? I think actually this back street can go for now, because I did want to build something. So we've got new fish market. The fish market takes in fresh fish from the harbours and farms and sells it directly to customers without processing. So I do want a fish market here with that turned off. I think I want this kind of to be almost like a centrepiece of the town, because obviously this town's been built around fishing industry, but the actual fish factory turns it into canned fish, and then that's another. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, so this is a cannery, turns the fish into canned fish and then exports that way. So I'm assuming it adds value to the fish that you're exporting. I think we'll get another generic fishing place into here just to keep up with the supply to that factory. I'm assuming it will need quite a bit of fish to feed it, and having the market as well. So we'll put another fishing route on. This time go around this island. Now I'm not entirely sure if it matters how long the routes are, if it impacts on the amount of fish that each vessel kind of catches. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think you get a maximum of 4. Well, let's pause the game. So he's fish 100% loaded. So I wonder if you only do a short route, will it not come back with 100% fish? I'm not entirely sure, but we've got that up and running anyway. So that will be feeding it into the fish factory, and in a minute into the market as well. Just want to paint a bit around where it's lifted up there. There isn't, I don't think, a painted fishing area. It is literally just those assets. But you do have the fish farm as well. I think I'll have the fish farm over here in this little cove actually. No, placed the wrong one. I need to keep an eye out on how much these cost. How much do these cost to place? Oh, they're only 8. So fish farm. Right, get that in there. I like that. Move that out a bit. So what does this do? This does something. Fish farm can be used to gather high yields of fish. Farming grown in the city to complete send the yield to another fish market or to the fish factory. Fish can also be exported. Farms can even be built on small lakes. Farms suffer from local water pollution, which is not an issue around here really. So it's just another way of getting your fish in, and you just get like your little ponds here where your fish will be matured and grown. It's just a cool looking set of assets really. I think the roads are either flooded or they're a different colour, but I think I'll just put a standard road into this over here like so. So we've got fish coming in, and then when we've fished or farmed 250,000 fish, then we unlock the next one. Oh, we unlock all 4 at once? Oh no. So we unlock those 2, and then we've got to catch 2 million fish to unlock the next 2 set of assets, and then we've got an algae farm and a seaweed farm as well, which farm seaweed and algae. Right, okay, so got that in there. I think I want some industry down here, but I don't want it really near the fish, do I? I think I will have some generic industry, but just want to, where are we, Copper Heights, policies, the city planning. Yeah, we can do sustainable fishing, which decreases the yield by 10%, increases the upkeep, but makes our citizens happy, and commercial income goes up by 5%. Dolphin safe fishing decreases the yield by 25%, increases citizens' happiness by 20%. We've got that needs the aviation club. But what I was looking for, filter industrial waste, and I think we will do 25% decrease in yield. So what's that? That basically takes us down to 300 profit to 220. Sustainable fishing, decrease yield of fish by 10%, increase the fishing harbour cost by, increases happiness. I think I'll go with sustainable fishing in this area. We'll just double check that. I'm assuming it has to be painted over the top of the fishing production site, so yeah, get that in there like that. He wants some power. Just chuck in some pylons for now until we start some zoning, just to get them up and running like that. And along this front here, this is all going to be filled with all the different fishing harbours that we've got. Eventually just want to paint some concrete over that, like so. So yeah, I was thinking industry along here, but as we're cleaning the we're going to be cleaning the industrial water, it shouldn't be a problem, so I think we'll get some in there. And then we want some paths as well, get this connected up. I'm not sure what I want along here. What we do want is some residential zoning, because I've been checking the figures and unemployment is still at 1%, which isn't very good really. Could do with that being a little bit higher, just so there's a good just so we've got a good amount of workers available to work more than anything. So yeah, I'm going to increase that somehow. Well, not somehow, we're going to increase that by building residential zoning. Right, so I think this area, I'm just trying to pick where's best, and I think I'll go for medium, well, high density but medium sized buildings. I think yeah, I know it's kind of way away from the city centre, but because it's kind of like a nucleus, an area where there's lots going on, I think it does warrant some high density buildings. But again, not too much, just the medium density buildings that we've been using all along. So I think along the front we'll have some commercial. That's where the power thing is that I need to delete. Yes, we'll have commercial there, because I don't want the residents living right next door to the fishing industry, but we'll get in plenty of residential, and there's plenty of demand for residential as well, so that should start to fill up quite quickly. We've got an achievement. I forgot about that mod. Yeah, that's all connected up now. Yeah, when I was playing with the new vanilla series that I started, I thought I'd turned off all the mods to start that, but I had one mod turned on and it said, oh, you can't have achievements because you had one mod turned on, so I wasn't very happy. So I've subscribed to the Oh, do these look different? Maybe not. I subscribe to the achievements with mods mod, but was only going to use it for the vanilla series, so I forgot to turn that off. So we're now achieving achievements, even with all the mods I've got. God, that doesn't do very much, does it? I'll leave that where it is. High school as well, you're going to need one of them, I suppose. Actually, yeah, we do need high school. So we'll get that in there. And we'll build next to the school, we'll have a small playground. And next to the high school we'll have a basketball court, and I think also it is under health, isn't it? We'll have a gymnasium as well, why not? And we also need doctor's office, and we can take a look at some of the other new stuff. So we've got the child health centre, which increases the birth rate, so I guess actually that'd be quite useful. And I pointed this out if you didn't see the live stream. This has a new big blue circle around it, and I'm assuming this is the reach of the healthcare facility, because I know hospitals and schools, their reach is kind of city-wide, but the actual benefit in terms of land value is dictated by the kind of the green that you get. But I'm assuming this means it can only reach a certain area, so I think it'd be quite well. It's a new asset, so we'll plonk it in anyway, and I think we'll put it opposite the school. Actually, that makes sense. Let's just see what sort of reach that's got. So that's reaching in to there like that. So I'm assuming it just means we don't rely so much on people coming in or Sims coming in from outside of the city. We can actually generate our own Sims by increasing the birth rate a bit. I'm assuming that's what it means anyway. Just put in an asymmetrical road there, I think, and then a bit of path either side. That really hasn't done much towards the zoning, has it now? We'll have the zoning there. Excuse me. And there. And there. And that's got its own parking, so I'll have some more zoning there as well. I think along here we want commercial next to the railway station. Actually, we'll just push that back a little bit, like so. So now the fish factory is starting to get some fish now, producing 8,000 units per week, 3 trucks in use, 3 of 12. So that will be hopefully increasing the value of the fish, I assume. Now what was I thinking before with the, I think this should be almost like the town centre, but it's not really going to have a town centre, so to speak, but I think this will be like the central area of this little district, which I'm yet to name. Get that in there. I'll connect that back up. Don't take out the wires while you're doing it. Right, get that connected back up. That's needed for the time being for the fish farm. Get that to there, and then let's just take a look at the market. How big's the market? I think it's quite big, and I think we'll have it right by the train station there, like so, and then just have some roads coming in along here, and we want some parking. Should we have a multi-storey? I think we'll have. Where's the little one? Let's have a multi-storey in there, I think. Next to the station, next to the market as well. And then a path just to connect these side streets up. Like so. Don't really need that anymore. And then I think behind here we'll have some offices with a bit more parking. Like so. No, we don't really need offices at this point, but I think it's just the best suited for that particular area. I want to get a path in between those two areas. They're all happy enough. We're going to need some fire. Well, we're going to need a fire station rather than some fire. Get that in there. We're going to need police as well, aren't we? What have we got? We'll put some police in there. That's the undecorated one. We'll go. Not that one. About that one. Like that instead. I think that's everything, isn't it? It's police, we've got the schools. Could maybe put in like a university, like imagine it's a marine university building. We'll put it somewhere. Come on, let me put it down. Put it in here. Just so it's amongst the residential zoning, and then we need some more parking. Hopefully that should maybe give them a little bit more room, and then just more residential zoning. We just need to get that population up. Like so. We're not going to get anything spawning in there, are we? Tiny bit more commerce there. I want to connect this road up to there. Pavement behind, like so. And then more residential zoning along here. Get rid of that bit of the road. More commerce there. Bit more residential. They're still running out of fish, but I don't really want to build any more fishing places just yet. Until we can build some of the newer ones. But how much have we fished so far? 50,000. So we're getting there slowly. It's not going to be in this episode. So we've got the Child Health Centre. We've also got the Elder Care as well. Feels a bit mean putting the Elder Care with the industry, but there's nowhere else really because it's quite big actually. Can it go there? Let's pause the game. Get rid of these power lines. I don't think it's going to fit. It's actually quite a big building. Actually, no, it will fit. That's alright. So the elder care facility increases the average age expectancy of the Sims, offering treatment to especially elderly, creates health benefits, extends the lifespan of the elderly population within the building radius, so it increases the lifespan of your Sims at the same time. And then we'll just have a little bit there, and then this does seem mean, but we'll get in crematorium there as well, like so. Let's just take a quick look at that. pretty good looking assets, these. Just adds another dimension to the game. I think these are with the free update, not actually, they're not part of the DLC, they're part of the free update. And again, just cool looking buildings really. I do want some fencing. Turn on anarchy, turn off all the guides. Maybe angle. Yeah, I haven't been doing a huge amount of detail with detail. Yeah, I will call it detail in this instance, but I haven't been doing a huge amount with the schools and whatnot recently. I've just been trying to get the zoning in as quick as possible, and then possibly coming back to the back to it later on. So I would like, just even if it's just a really simple thing like a fence around the school, I think it just makes it look that little bit better. And I think we'll have the same with the high school as well, especially we've got train line there, which we don't want our Sims going near really. And then just bring this down like so. Maybe just bring this right round, make this whole complex like that, and then we'll go with some fencing. Actually, I like the forestry fence. I think it's one of the better looking wooden fences. It looks just like an ordinary fence that you might find around your garden, I think. So yeah, we'll get some of that in, and obviously a lot of tree planting at some stage as well, and then that can just go into there, can't it, because that's already fenced off. And then we'll do the same here. We don't want the old people wandering onto the line. Yeah, it's just little things that you can do. I mean, I can do this sort of thing on the vanilla play series as well, because we do have obviously access to the fences. So even if you're playing vanilla, you can be doing little details like that. I know I've used anarchy on that particular section, but you can still put fences around things to make them look a little bit more realistic. Where's that? Oh. Did I say forestry? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Forestry. Bring that to there, and then I think I'll go with like the metal palisade fencing right along there. And then get rid of these power lines now. I think along the back here we want some more residential zoning, I think, is needed. Try and get that population up still. I know it's flatlined, well, it's dropped off a cliff now, but it will come back, and get rid of that. Just a little bit of commerce there, commercial. Bring that power into there. Actually pause the game, and we will actually, no we won't, we will get rid of that because we already have a transformer over there, so I think we'll just use underground cables now. Stop messing around with the overhead cables, pylons. Get that all connected up. It's more reliable anyway because you're less likely to delete the underground cable, so we can unpause the game now. And yeah, so I mean the only thing we haven't looked at is the trolley buses and the new no, there's nothing there. The new metro. Ooh. But I've got metro overhaul mod anyway. Can I move that? I'm sure I could. Oh, yeah, that's it. Move that over there. So I've got metro overhaul mod anyway, but these are these are the new vanilla stations. How much are they? I don't want to be plopping too many of them down. Yeah, but we've got 2 brand new vanilla stations. And does the... Actually, if we go to that station that we had an issue with, yeah, you can still convert them as well. So the Metro Overhaul mod looks like it's completely working now, which is good, but obviously we're using Metro Overhaul. I don't think I want to build a trolleybus network in this. It's not. There haven't been trolleybuses in the UK for a very long time. I want to say since the 50s. I think at one point London did have trolleybuses, but the trolleybus network was got rid of. So yeah, I'm not sure. And it would be interesting, but just don't think it fits. But I will be using it in the Metropolis, because the Metropolis play is just going to be a generic sort of city. It's not going to be themed or anything. I just want to build a completely vanilla city. I want to challenge myself to see if I can do it, because I'm not having access to things like Move It mod is actually quite challenging. And I want to see how big I can build the city, because 125,000 population, and I think my computer, I mean it's still saying 21 frames per second, but that is with all the graphic settings turned down low. I think my computer is probably starting to get towards the limit of what it can do now. You're all still quite happy, aren't you? That's good. And I think they need some sort of park over here. And the industry is not doing very much, which is funny. I'm not sure what's going on there. But what I do want is, can I just take a look? That goes up into that little area there. I think what we just want to look at some more public transport. We do have the... Which one is it? It is... What's that one? What are you doing? Oh, you're just a little shuttle. Where am I going? So, the yellow one is just a shuttle. Let's pause the game again. Keep pausing the game. Need to stop pausing the game so I can make some money. I think I will just hijack the shuttle bus. Which goes to between the station and the zoo. Yeah, that should be alright actually. Yeah, the sim should be able to walk to that. And then where does this one go? This goes off here. Oh, I think I need another connection. Like so. Obviously we don't want too many street connections because it just increases the amount of traffic, the amount of junctions that we have on this main road here, and then bring that into there, and then this area here is probably getting a little bit congested now with all the different bus routes that I've got in place. Can I fit a bus route in somewhere? There maybe. And then it's hard to tell the difference between those two, and just need to change the colour of that one, make it a bit darker. That's better. I mean that doesn't need to be connected up to anything, that's all fine. So that bus, which one's that? Which one is it? It'll be right down the bottom because it's a zoo shuttle. It is Zoo to West Shore. Like so. And pause the game again. Right, so we've got some fishing boats going on. We don't Not a lot going on here at the minute. Growth stage 2 of 5, not entirely sure what that means. Nothing going on with the industry, but I think we've got the basic start of this city area going now. I think the episode's possibly gone on for long enough, so I think I'm going to leave it there for today. I'm going to say until next time, bye bye.